Hi, I said Kathy Vick, deeply awake. I promise I'm going to back up. Look at those eyes. I haven't learned how to put on eye makeup. I'm really crappy at it. I tried to befriend someone who could make me more girly. She did pretty good. I have the tutus in my closet to prove it. I have the experiences to prove it. But I don't have the makeup application skills to prove it, unfortunately. And so I'm going to get freaky deaky on you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You want some freaky deaky? Okay. I'm going to talk about sexual healing. There's a lot to be said, and there's a lot to share. But we have to start somewhere, right? So I want to talk to you about really, really honestly. And I've had 4 years of training of just removal of shame. I could care less. Think your thoughts. Think your thoughts. Especially about this, because everybody is so uptight. And I never was. There are some good reasons for that. And I will never share why. It's none of your business. Here's the tracer. Here's the end result, the final product. So, I don't know when it was. I've tried to place it. And like I said, there's problems with linear timekeeping, so does it really matter? No, it doesn't. But I had this realization that part of my problems romantically was that I just let anybody in who wanted to show up. And regardless of how they behaved, if there was some sort of attraction, if there was some sort of guarantee that I was going to have more than a mere friendship, that we would be sharing on a different level, well, then it was on. I didn't care who showed up. I just wanted to experience. And that is something that I'm very, very happy about. But it led to great sadness because of impermanence. It took many years to understand that my walk, my path, was about understanding that relationships are purposeful, and then they lose their purpose, and when they start stinking up the place, you go. You leave. That's it. And either you can have them do it, and I only had that happen. Well, actually, I had that happen a lot. I coupled always with people who were already involved. It made for an exit strategy. I think that's what the thinking was. Knowing full well that I was really not interested in engaging in karma with anyone. That's why I wanted to be single and childless my whole life. And this is a theme that runs through Dolores's books. The first wave, all of us, yeah, many of us are not interested in creating karmic ties here. I think that's going to change, and I really do hope it does, because it leads to a sense of being untethered and irresponsible, and that is really not the point. It took talking to dear Michelle Karen, so French. I love the accent. I'm very, very French in my gosh. My magnetic sister and I spent many lifetimes in convents, and I spent many in France. Walking through Mont Saint-Michel, yeah, I knew where everything was. Mary found my meditation spot, actually. She's the one who found it. Bet she didn't know that, Mary. Anyway, maybe we talked about it. Who knows? Relationship. But Michelle, she said, I can't do the accent sustained. Sorry, don't feel like it. That I had this relationship pattern because I didn't need the karma. So, have at it, kid. Do whatever you want. Blank check. So, the problem is that I got to the place where I just didn't feel like I was connected to anybody, and I realized a few things. There's a reason why I put the video out on intentional masturbation, or whatever I called it. Intentional masturbation. I think that masturbation is actually quite intentional always. I mean, there's no confusion about what you're doing there. I wonder what this is going to do. No, we happen to know. But intentional orgasm. I experimented with it myself, and this is what I found. So I was tinkering with this. I just let anybody in, don't I? And yes, I have many. I have a spank library that's awesome. I don't mind saying it. I'm very pleased with my spank library. Well, not anymore. I'd kind of like to expand it, but anyway. The idea here is that I thought, well, it's all been kind of random. And everybody just walked in and did their thing, and I did back, and that was that. Well, I got out of it. They got out of it. Bye-bye. No one can be with me because I hold so much light. I cannot be in relationship because I'm so powerful, abstracted, weird, awful, unlovable, all that stuff. And then I realized, wait, what I've been missing this whole life. And the only person I've ever told this to is Amy, and I don't think she understood the profundity of what I was saying at all. It had to do with realizing deep in the night one night that I had never been made love to by anyone that I could recall, that I could clearly recall. Please, clearly recall. Who loved me, who came to me with full-on adoration. Like I was oxygen and they were drowning. Like I was as a kid. Afraid to, convinced there was no pole to reach up for. Nothing. And everyone around me was getting off on watching me die. And it filled me with a horror to realize that I had been entered again and again and again. I had been manipulated physically, sexually, again and again and again by individuals who did not hold love for me in a way that I could really understand, really believe. And it was along this time, it wasn't, that day of, wow, look what I've discovered about my reality, wow. It wasn't that night. But soon enough, I found myself doing what I do best. Quite frankly. Oh my, yes, this is true. And I let myself have a fantasy. In this fantasy, I was male. I was in a carriage. Click, 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 click. I could hear the horse's hoofbeats. Yeah, I like talking about this. And I was dressed, I don't know, was it the 1700s, 1800s, I don't know, something like that. And I was married, and the woman across from me, who was like covered in fabric, and like tight, and I feel like I need to grip my chest. Full of like I didn't know what, but all I knew is I desired her, and that I was going to have her because she was mine, and she couldn't say no. It was the agreement. It was the agreement. She was mine to do with as I chose, at any time that I wished to do whatever I chose. That was the agreement. And I remember looking down and seeing my ring. Yeah, I do. And so then I sidled up to her and I pushed up her skirt, and I entered her, and I ejaculated, and I felt good. But while I was doing it, I realized that it was something that she wasn't agreeing with. And what was very moving for me, and what actually changed my life, was realizing that I didn't care. I didn't care. I owned her, and I didn't care. She was my flesh to do with as I saw fit. I don't care. I'm gonna fuck you now. And I don't care. And it felt good. It felt good. In time, the idea became more and more strong that it was like a hunger, that there was nothing to eat to satisfy. Nothing. This need to be in the physical, sexual presence of someone who could not get enough of me, who saw me, who understood everything about me. And oh my God, couldn't do without me. And all he wanted to do was to express this to me. To fill me with warmth and liquid love and honor, high honor. I held it. I thought for a moment it might actually be possible. So I got my vibrator out. I have never come so hard in all my life. And that is like a virus. That is like a wildfire. Yeah. It is still a hunger within me that it was obviously, it goes unsatisfied. Perhaps once it's been satisfied, my wrinkles will go away. Who knows? There's miracles afoot. But this became an imperative, a biological imperative of mine. In the meantime, oh my Lord, oh my God, have I been adored? Have I been worshipped? Yes, I have. Have I been brought to orgasm by a man? Actually, yeah. I have. And I want to tell you the importance of that. I'm 55. As I've just told you, I've had many lovers. And it's only been, less than a year that I've been able to achieve orgasm with a man. Yeah. So talk about a carrot. I still want to eat the carrot though. The idea to be in relationship with someone who cannot get enough of me and cannot wait day to day to find a way to delight me, because it's just in the bag. That's my orientation. Oh God, if you're in a relationship with me, how can I adore you today? How can I celebrate you? How can I remind you how hot and juicy I find you? How can I not? How can I not find ways in conversation to divine how I might be able to delight you later? How can I do that? How can I be in relationship and not be in complete and utter and profound and solid appreciation? Wow. I wouldn't do that. That's why I walk around going, what? You don't want more of this? What is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? We come together and you adore me, I can tell, because my body has responded appropriately to the stimuli. And you don't want more? Wow, it's fucked up. So it's been a few months of realizing that, you can take time out of your story, have a profound sexual healing, and go back to your story. All right. So, I really want to do sex work. I would really, really, really like to do, I'd like to be a sex therapist with, with a yoni that's attached. Proving again and again and again that love is real, love is real, love is real. And it heals. Straight up. It's the only thing that heals. Compassion and love. And being given a break. Being seen as valid. So, I love to reveal and reveal and reveal. I think that's more than enough for one day, though. So, I have a few technical issues I'm going to explain, including, wait a minute, now that do you feel sweaty? Do you need to smoke a cigarette? I kind of feel like I need to. All right, what I have written down here. Well, will you look at that? Consciousness tennis, linear reality. That was covered in the first one. Misunderstanding, and that is all underlined. Scars as keepsakes, energetic wounds. Sexual healing through fantasy. I guess I know what the name of this video is. The next two deals, and I'm thinking, oh God, can they please be 6 minutes or less? Predestination, planning the future, and witchcraft. Let's do that in 6 minutes. I'm going to do that just in 6 minutes just to prove to myself that I'm clever and I can pack a punch. And the last one is something that just, makes me want to vomit. Today I saw, the headline was, details from Prince's tragic death continue to appear. Something like that. It's like, what? So I was cheeky. I wrote, oh, this makes me so sad that we're still parsing this death like tea leaves. I wish people would just get over their fear of immortality. Send. And I'm thinking, well, Mama has to talk sometime. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Holy moly. I'm moist. I have to smoke. I'll see you later.